Hello everyone and welcome back to the Misgrade King's Vanguard channel. And today a little bit different. I don't think you ever seen me with a screen. Okay, so basically a few days ago, like last week, I was playing in a Cardfight area 2 deck premium tournament and I actually came in second place. Um the deck I was using, as you can see here, I did my match report already. So I was playing Tsukuyomi and Luwat. Um Okay, honestly, I think Luan isn't something that I really need to deck profile. I think I've done a few videos on it, but the interesting one is I want to do was Tsukuyomi. As you can see, my match report for the day. First round was against Duo, which was using Tsukuyomi. It was kind of a brick game on its part, so I would kind of say it's a free win, but I did see what the deck could do, and I could have potentially lost. Next was against Katrina. If they don't high roll, you pretty much win the game because you don't mind riding up first. Because if you get your right chain correctly, you kind of have enough plusing to actually live through the whole Katrina first try and don't mind riding up first actually. Um, Next against DP, probably a hard counter matchup. They don't really have any early game to play with you, and you do have protect markers to fall back on, so that's one thing. Then next was against Gramlu. It was a win. I think I did Lux like quite a little bit during the last few rounds. Against After that was against Angel Feather Geese. It was actually quite an easy win. Honestly, he didn't see his grade 3 until I took my first strike. No, not grade 3, grade 1 until took my first strike. So it was a pretty sad game on his part. Um, Next was against Nubatama. I think it was a really clutch game if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Finals was against Tsukuyomi. It was a lose-lose. I think I was actually really tired, honestly. As you can see, my additional remarks. I was actually playing. Finals actually ended around 6 a.m., so I was actually really, really tired throughout the whole tournament. So, okay, I'll just go on the deck profile. I have it right here. Okay, um, this is actually a very very different approach as to what we have currently, like with all the different cat builds. The one that top at GP Akiba, we have like um I don't know, some ID rectangle Megos build. I think that's the most popular one as of now, but I want to try something a little bit more different, which is Tsukuyomi. I think it's a really really strong engine. Yeah, I think I just go on the deck profile instead of rambling. First off, I think I'll go off with the main deck. First, we play four copies of Haruzuki, the name correctly, if I name it correctly, which is basically this girl, Haruzuki. Yes, basically, when you pay for a cost of strike, if you have a Tsukuyomi Vanguard, you draw one, so that's already a net zero in when you pay for strike, and you give your Vanguard an on-hit skill that if you when your attack hits a Vanguard, you can choose a grade 3 from your drop zone. You may return it to hand. So basically, it's as good as how do I put it? The thing about Tsukuyomi now is if opponent's not on lethal range, normally the Vanguard will be the one they won't be guarding anyway, so because they can't use negate cause of the new Ichikishima. So putting that into perspective, you start telling your opponent that with this I give my Vanguard on hit for everyone I throw for strike. You let it hit, the whole front row gets plus 2k. So it may potentially scale by a few magic number if you happen to get there. So that's why I actually find this actually really good. And one good thing is I actually didn't miss right into this at all the whole tournament. That's how consistent the whole deck is, because you have engines like the whole right chain, you have core, you have the new promo that you can't really go wrong with your right chain actually. So yeah. Next, so I would say this is an instant for off because you don't run the ID and what's that called, hexagonal megas, simply because, okay, think about it this way. If you're on a Tsukuyomi Vanguard and you pay a cost of strike for with Haruzuki, you do net the same amount as when you write the ID or hexagonal. Basically, you counter blast, you on right, you counter blast one, you go plus one to hand, then you ditch one. So basically, that's around the same advantage as when you do a superior right. But the thing is, you don't ditch one, then you have to ditch one for strike. So you net zero in that sense is the same value as when you get Haruzuki together with Tsukuyomi. So I think that's actually a better option, because on top of that added layer, top deck, instead of having the top deck to your knowledge, you gain a extra on hit pressure to your whole front row plus 2k, which may potentially make some numbers, honestly. That's why I'm actually personally opting for this whole lineup instead of the traditional hexagonal ID package. So next card is Tsukuyomi herself. To those players who actually haven't got it in English, I'll just go through the skill. Basically, it's a cost counter blast one, discard one. You for each choose out the three Tsukuyomi. You draw one for each. Normally, unless you do high roll and you see my one off, where's the card? Inner bar, you probably won't be drawing anything more than two, and you won't get the second part of, which is you get a look at top 5, you may select up to 2, you send the rest to board deck. And second is when you review 2 or more triggers during your turn, your draw check this during this turn, you only choose 3 of your cards in front row, basically your whole front row, you can get plus 10k power. So this kind of justifies you riding up, because if you put this together with the promo, which I'm gonna emphasize a lot in this video, you are basically, for if you get 2 triggers, it's like a whole front row plus 10, and you on top of that added you have plus 10 for each promo you charge in if you use it. That's why Tsukuyomi is actually a really decent engine. It gives you a reason to ride up. That's why I wouldn't mind running it. Next is this card, which is the main carry of the deck, I would say. This guy. It's actually a really old card, but I don't really remember her name. But it's this one. Dawning Moon Miko Akizuki. I may be butchering the name, but I'm not sure. Okay. The first skill isn't really that relevant. It's basically you. So plus 1 if you're grade 3 or greater Tsukuyomi, look at top, you may put it to bottom, or top and addition plus 2k. I guess it will matter if you're playing against stuff that has 11k base, but then your Tsukuyomi, no, your Ichikishima already scales power for you, so I don't think it really matters. But if you have to clear the top card, like if it's a non-trigger, you can do it, it's always there. Second skill, which is the most important part of the whole deck. Basically, you from hand X skill, if you have a God Hawk Ichibi Vanguard, which is your starting Vanguard, you discard himself, you search your deck for a Grade 1 Tsukuyomi, which is a Crescent Moon, you superior right. So putting this into a deck, you technically have 8 Grade 1 Tsukuyomi in your deck, technically, because you either see the actual Tsukuyomi herself, which is perfect if you get the right chain off. If not, you can just see this. If you know, you'll see this. It makes the right chain a lot more consistent, I would say, but the deck can break, obviously. That's why it is an instant fall, because it's a card that you need to see by turn 1, and even in the later stages, even if you don't really need her anymore, like it becomes a dead card, it can always still become a beater, since Ichikishima is already lethal enough, so it turns this into quite a huge big stick. Okay. Next card that I'm running is the obvious Rectangle Megas, your early game. But do note how often you do Rectangle in the early game, because you still need to preserve your Tsukuyomi. And so if you ever have you ever found yourself needed to use the Great Shin Tsukuyomi's Counter Blast on discard 1, draw 2 or 3 maybe. That's why sorry. That's why she's an instant fourth. You need to see her by turn 2. The grade 2 Tsukuyomi, which is another important staple, you need to see for your right chain, like obviously. Okay. And the grade 1 Tsukuyomi as well, important staples. I probably won't be explaining the Tsukuyomi packages themselves, because I think it's self-explanatory. Okay, next, core makers, your early game, basically you get to scry top 2. If you go first, you see a trigger, just leave it there and start pushing, which is the most important part. You put opponent up to lethal range ASAP, you go first strike, you kill them off. That's how the whole deck basically functions. Next is this promo Pentatone, is that the name? I'm not really sure about the name. Battle Sister Pentatone, yeah. Okay, basically it's a new card that you'll be getting if you participate in Premium Shop Challenge for English, for BCS. If you are playing in Japanese, you will get her by the card exchange program if you want to find how to get her in IRL. Basically, she's a very important staple in any OTT deck now, basically a 4th immediately. Her skill is you put this unit, so look at top 2, 1 to top. Then during your next trigger, it gets plus 10k. So if you did 2 of it, your next trigger gets plus 20k on top of the 10 that the trigger carries himself. So this is what makes your Ichikishima a lot more lethal, because you make your column almost unguardable, and it lets you scry top cards of scry the top of your deck, and it helps you to push non-trigger cards from the top to the bottom, which is very important, because if you ever find yourself going to the grind game maybe by second strike, but it's very unlikely, that's where you start seeing your stacks. Because every time your grade 2 Tsukuyomi, you push 5 back by board. If you've been grade 2 game, you probably will be pushing a few 5s, and you have rectangle to clear stuff on top of that for you. That's why the Pentatone becomes a lot more effective, because it serves more than the purpose of the purpose of killing opponent, basically the plus 10k, but also helping you reach your stacks ASAP. If you see, like, I don't know, during your second top 5 search, you see like a bunch of triggers that you don't want to be adding to your hand, so it helps you to double to that if you ever need it. Yeah. As for the last one is the oh, in a bar, it's just a really random flex spot. It can be anything you need, actually. This is just a potential cheese. If I can turn any dead grade 2 Tsukuyomi or grade 1 Tsukuyomi from my hand, I can just shove it in. Then you can basically get the whole counter plus 1. You scry the top 5, you basically get the 2 triggers for the grade 3 Tsukuyomi, if you ever need it, which is very unlikely. So it's just a flex spot. It can be anything you actually need. It can probably be Cone Makers if you actually need it. Actually, that's actually the only thing I can think of at the top of my head. Or maybe the new Inner Bar, I think it's quite decent. You trade 1 for 1, but I think new Inner Bar is quite slow. Probably, I think either this or Cone Makers or Tetra if you actually want it. But I think Tetra is actually a good pick, honestly, because you don't really eat a lot of Counter Blast other than Ichikishima himself and Rectangle. So if you realize your hands is being filled with a bunch of crits, you can always just Counter Blast 1 and put it back on top. Triggers, I'm running a total of 8 crits, 4 from the Premium Collection and another random 8, and 4 heals. I don't run negates in this deck, honestly, because 1, your Tsukuyomi always generates 1 for you every single ride, which I think is actually sufficient enough. I actually haven't found a point whereby I need that many until I played against Grand Blue, which basically I last stack a double crit on him, but he healed himself back, so I guess it was a hero game on both parts. So yeah. So honestly, I don't think a negate is really needed, because especially in the Luwak matchup, each negate is gonna cost you 3 cards inclusive of the negate, so it's probably not that worth it to run that many. And also in the mirror match against other Ichikishima, your negates immediately turns offline. That's why I'm actually not gonna be running negates in this deck, other than the potential protect you're gonna be getting. Running this deck, you're always gonna go protect 1, like, obviously, because you don't run any negates. As for G-Zone, nothing really much. If probably the OEG is 4, probably you can cut some for the one that lets you on hit. 1 Ultima, you never need him. 4 Ichikishima, the one you always go into. This 2 is the Tsukuyomi Strike. Basically, it's there to, if opponent wants to choose to 0 damage game you for whatever reason, and because they can see this deck doesn't run Bobo at all, so the 2 Ichikishima turns on offline. But the thing is, I can always fall back on the Great Tsukuyomi herself in order to do something on the turn. But if I ever go to that, I'm probably losing the game. But you get what I mean. It's there if you ever find yourself in that situation. Gigas, obvious, 3 Amaterasu, 2 of these, counter plus 1, draw 1, review top. If it's a great one, get plus 5k shield. If not, then you may put it top or bottom. So yeah, I think that's about it for this deck profile. I'm really sorry I haven't been uploading anything recently, because I haven't been able to get my hands on a lot of cards for me to create content with them. But for those decks that I actually will be doing on, that I won't be able to get my hands on, I'll try to do them on CFA, like what you can see now. If not, I can do it IRL. I hope I will be able to upload more consistently from now on. So thank you guys so much for watching. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like, the same as usual. Okay, bye guys.